Grilling with Sneako that my boy Eli sent me.
You'd do if I couldn't cook.
Bro, let's be real. If you can't cook, how the fuck are you gonna show me you love me, bro? What, you're gonna say, oh, I'm gonna suck your dick real nice. Yeah, you and every other girl, bro. Like, that's what you and every other girl says. Come on. Your grandma has a saying. Keep his stomach full and his balls empty. That's what your grandma says. And if you can't do that, he gonna cheat on you, bro. That's that simple. It's that simple. I'm not even kidding. You gotta fucking show them love, bro. You can't just give me head.
Get you some cooking classes.
Based.
And call your mother and say you failed.
I would have said, call your grandmother to tell her that your mother failed. She failed. Your grandmother failed your mother and your mother failed you. Your grandmother failed her whole fucking bloodline. And your grandmother will fucking cry because of it. It's the truth, bro. All grandmothers know this. All of them.
I'm Sneako.
Bro, there's not a single grandmother in the world that doesn't know how to fucking cook. They don't exist. They don't exist. There are memes about grandmas getting sad and depressed and crying because the fucking son or the grandson or the granddaughter, grandma, I'm full, and grandma will come in with a plate like this. All her life, bro, her beating little heart that doesn't have that many more beats, you just did this to her heart when you told her that you were full. So don't be a piece of shit when grandma comes, all right? Eat the fucking food. I don't give a fuck if you're a fat fuck, 600-pound life motherfucker. You eat what your grandma gives you. You understand? Otherwise, she's gonna look at you like, it's unbelievable.
Here to find love. I don't think I'm gonna find it, but it's gonna be a good way for me to exercise my charm and my bobbing and weaving skills on a date.
Why is he moving like he can box? Sneako, hold on. Sneako, why are you moving like you can box? Hold on. Hold on. Let me see this. Let me see this fucking clown. Hold on. Let me see this clown. Okay. Oh, he's looking better. Okay, he's looking better. Oh my god. How are you gonna close your eyes? Sneako. Sneako. The arms look good, but then no head movement, man. Let me see. See, okay, guys. I know you guys are rich, okay? I know you motherfuckers are rich and you guys want a nice view, whatever the fuck. You can't learn boxing in a place where rich people learn boxing. You can't learn boxing with a private trainer, okay? You gotta have the trainer that is angry with his own fucking life because he failed as a boxer. You need that trainer. You need that guy. The guy who's angry with life and the guy who will fucking hit you. Keep your hands up, you fucking imbecile. You're paying me to teach you and you're not keeping your hands up, you dumb fuck. It's the only thing that you pay me for. You want that guy. You don't want this shit. You want a boxing gym, okay, that has rats in the fucking corner and that has people in there that look like they eat rats, okay? That's what you need. That's what you need. Hell no. Yeah, but look. Bro, is impersonating Hitler a crime on Twitch? What a good Google search, bro. 1942 youth. What a great... But bro, Hitler fashion, what a great schizo moment, bro. This was yesterday's stream. Oh my god, hold on. Listen, of course you want... Of course you want a boxing trainer, a pro boxing trainer, but you need a boxing gym like this one, not like this one. This is the fake influencer shit. Listen, these people would definitely be Nazis, because let's be honest, bro, the Nazis were the high fashion motherfuckers, okay? These motherfuckers would be Nazis, because all they give a fuck is fashion, and oh my god, my phone looks cool, and oh my god, I really like your purple fit, and oh my, you know what, you know this dance move, this new dance move they invented was the coolest dance move, you know what I mean? Listen, you need yourself this shit. You need this, alright? You need a gym, okay, that's in a piece of shit place, bro. Okay, this is a piece of shit place, let's be real. And this right here is where they train world champion boxers. This is what you need. It's exactly what I said. Look at this. Exactly, bro. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. You see this? This is what you need. See, this is what you need. This right here. This right here. Look at the paint. Look at the guy coming out of the fucking thing. See, his toe is gonna fall off and he's gonna have a tiny dong and tiny balls. And that's why this guy fights. Because he was made fun of when he was a kid. And he said, you know what? I may have a tiny dong, but if I punch you in the face, enough, you're not gonna be able to see ever again, bitch. That's why he walks around like this. You need this. See, you need the guy who looks all kinds of Latino, okay? If you don't look like all kind of Latino and you're like, I might be racist, if I say he's Mexican or Puerto Rican or Panamanian, you're not in the right place, okay? So you need a like stock Latino, all right? This guy fits the build. Yeah, he fits the bill perfectly. Perfectly. I don't know if he's my kind, bro. I don't know if he's Mexican like me. I don't know if he's Panamanian, Puerto Rican, Cuban. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. All I know is this motherfucker can fight. That's all I know. Look at him, look at him. He looks at the camera like, yo, bitch, keep filming me, motherfucker. You're gonna scrap with me. That's what you need. That energy. That energy. You need it to smell like sweat.
Has that lovely gym smell.
That's what you need.
I know all too well.
See the lovely gym smell. See, this is where it's at.
Gotta get to work now, so I'm gonna go back downstairs.
See, that's where it's at, bro. That's where it's at. XQC's in the ring. Hold on, let me see.
All too well from
Where is he at?
Has that lovely gym smell.
Yo, it's XQC training to fight a death. And hold on, bro. I think we saw a death earlier. Bro, look, it's a death. Hold on, it's a death. It's a death, bro. That's why she giving the side eye, bro. Whoa, a death. Calm down, bro. Jesus, a death. A death. Did you get onto the crack? That's why she needs the $25 million, bro. That's the truth right there. Okay, that guy's gonna kick my ass, bro. He's gonna find me and he's gonna fuck me up. So yeah, this is what Sneako needs. You understand? See, you understand? This guy looks kind of Russian, kind of Golovkin-esque, but also Latino. This is the people that you need. These are the people that you need. You need the black man in there, because you know that guy's got good head movement. Good movement right there. You know this guy can dance too.
Telemundo, right? Telemundo. Videographer.
Wait, Telemundo, that's where my uncle used to work.
This is Steven, one of our videographers with his hippie ass.
See, look at this. Look at this, bro. What the fuck? Why is this guy a cameraman? Bro, this guy's a model. Look at his... He's giving me the blue steel. Bro, why is he a cameraman? What the fuck? Oh my god, bro, this is a man. This is a man going through life the hard way instead of the easy way. He could be on the other side of the camera, but look at him. He's behind it. Because he's like, nah, bitch, my art is better than my genetics. Do you believe? Do you believe? See, you need the coach that's kind of fucking weird. You need this kind of coach, bro. The coach that obsesses over the sport. He obsesses so hard that he's always twitching. Even when he's asleep, he's still going. That's Freddie Roach for you, bro. That's what you need. That's what you need. You don't need these fucking boxing coaches that when you go like this, they go, oh, nice jab. And you go like this, and they say, oh, nice jab. And I'm like, bitch, that ain't a jab. That ain't a jab. That ain't even a fucking hook. Like, what is this? You know what I mean? These guys were like, ooh. And then they go, and then they do the cringe shit. They go. They do the cringe shit. They go, ooh. You hitting 1, 2, and they go, ooh. And the influencer goes, I hit hard. And they say jab, and they go, jab. And they go, and the boxing trainer goes, oh, you're getting faster. That's right, baby. Holy shit. Sneako, you need a real boxing trainer. Stop it with these fucking celebrity trainers. Bro, look at this shit. He's not looking too bad, but there's no... He's pushing it. He's going. There's a difference between this and this. Boom. Oh, there's a difference. There's a fucking stark difference between this and this. This is like you pushing the fucking weight around, bro. This isn't it. It's boom, 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 boom. There's gonna be a fucking snap. It's gonna be violent, bro. Punching is a violent thing. You're not supposed to go. It's gonna have a snap. Boom. Boom. Even when you're doing it slow. There's a snap. Bah. There's a violence to it. Your body has to move. It has to move. My God, bro. See, the thing is some of these people have never been in violence, so they don't know what violence even is.
We'll see how it goes and see if I'm really misogynistic. This is why I'm on Rumble, because what I say is not safe enough for YouTube, but I think I can manage her grilling. I deal with a lot more haram every single day on a panel of 10.
Did you catch that? See, did you catch that? He just shouted himself out without shouting himself out, right? He just said, hey, go to twitch.tv/mini motherfucking Donby. And by that I mean twitch.tv/mini Donby. He just said, people say I'm misogynistic. That's why I'm on Rumble. Good salesman.
And haram women, this is nothing. I'm trained, I'm ready to go. She can ask me whatever she likes. I'm an open book. I'm one of the most honest people I know. So honest, I think that's why they had to ban me on YouTube. Sniper out now on all platforms.
Oh, she's got cellulite. She's got cellulite. I can spot it from a mile away. It's okay. But
Good morning.
Hello, how are you?
I'm great.
Just saying.
Nice to
Can
meet
you give me
you.
a hug?
Just saying. Listen, just saying. If she thinks she's hot as shit, just remind her she's got cellulite and her brain shatters. You understand? Her brain shatters. Because she thinks you care, but you don't give a fuck. You just tell her because she cares. See, those are mind tactics.
Great to meet you.
Nice
You look
to meet
great.
you.
I wasn't knowing.
And if you keep that in your head, you know, and you treat her like trash, because she thinks she's trash because she got cellulite or whatever that shit is, right? She thinks she's trash. So you treat her like trash because you're like, yeah, she's trash. She's got cellulite. No, don't do that.
what to expect.
I know where I was going with that one.
Thanks. I put on a good shirt.
Yeah, it's a very nice shirt. Oh, he's handsome and he looks nice.
My apologies for being late.
It's okay. Better late than never.
Essex is a bit far. I did not think we were gonna come all the way here. I was in London.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it's good to be back. I haven't seen grilling in a long time.
Yes. Well, we're back. We're back. So, Cheyenne.
Well,
Nice to
you
meet
got
you.
you got a lot older.
I actually think she looks really good. I like her hair, her outfit.
So, Sneako, tell me about yourself.
What do you want to know?
Let's start with.
Tell me about yourself, bro. Just don't even. What do you wanna know? Nah. She just hit the ball into your corner. Ooh. Who am I? I'm a legendary being, motherfucker. I got banned from everywhere because they think I'm misogynistic. But yet here I am with you in front of me and you're laughing and you're liking me. So maybe I'm not that misogynistic. Or I guess we'll find out today. And she's like, I guess we will find out. She wants to be told, bro.
Your
What?
hobbies and interests.
Hobbies and interests. I'm working all the time recently, so there's not a lot of time to do anything extracurricular. I consider this fun.
She don't like
I
that.
enjoy talking to...
Dating?
Well, I enjoy talking to beautiful women, but it's still work at the same time.
Oh, okay.
I'm always working.
Always working.
Always, yeah.
Mostly. So, where's your accent from?
I grew up, I was born in New York City.
So, what's New York like compared to London?
It's very similar.
is it?
It's kind of identical in a lot of ways. It's getting infected by wokeness quite a bit.
Infected by wokeness.
Getting infected.
What do you mean? I think I'm woke.
Do you?
Yeah, I think
Infected.
I'm woke. I'm conscious.
Big red flag. Giant red flag. I'm not really sure what she means by that word. People always use that word in different scenarios,
Yeah.
but that's, I kind of want to leave.
What is wokeness to you?
Wokeness is using...
Did I quit playing Heroes of New Earth? I quit going nowhere in life. That's what I'm quitting. It's not that I quit Heroes of New Earth. It's that Heroes of New Earth doesn't deserve me, doesn't deserve you, doesn't deserve your time, doesn't deserve your life's effort. It doesn't. That's the truth. The game doesn't want to grow. The game's spirit is dead. They don't want to grow. They don't want to fix it. It's dead. And you know what you do when you get to a carcass? You leave it alone. You don't eat from it because it poisons you. Okay? It poisons you, and soon enough the vultures will start flying around your head. And soon enough you will be the carcass. You understand? Do you understand? The game has started growing. They made private servers and they started making updates and changes on heroes and stuff. But I get what you're saying. The game isn't growing, bro. YouTube videos of Heroes of New Earth aren't getting more views now than they were a year ago. They're not. They're not. They're not growing. Nobody who hasn't watched Hon is watching Hon again. And I'll tell you why. There's no advertising for the game. There's no advertising for the game. And there's no retention for new players. Old players, nostalgia players, come back and then they play. So if you played Hon, it's possible that you'll come back and play. However, if there are no tournaments, people don't see it on Twitch. You understand? If there are no tournaments, people don't see it on Twitch, they don't see it on YouTube. You know what the most commented comment was on my YouTube videos? Oh my god, is this game still alive? That was the most commented comment on my YouTube videos, bro. You understand? So you get what I'm saying? So if you're only grabbing people from the past, you're not grabbing people from the present and from the future. You're not. So you're only beholden to people from the past nostalgia. And then, bro, once you come back and you run into the 5 stacks at night, right? When you run into the 5 stacks of 1,800 players and you can't climb because you just run into these players that are so much better than everyone else on your team, you leave. Because why am I wasting my time here? You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I quit. I didn't quit Hon. I quit a dead carcass that doesn't want to live. That's what I quit. That's what I quit. And that's the fucking truth. Bro, I've quit Heroes of New Earth. I've quit that. I've quit the dead carcass it is. That's the truth, dude. Listen, I'll tell you what Hon was for me. I'll tell you what Hon was for me, for my Twitch. It was viewbots. That's what it was. That's what it was. It was viewbots. That's what it was. My viewership was inflated for fake. However, when I got to play any other game, they didn't come over. Right? Some people did. Some people did, and some people will. But it's not a good metric. Like, it's not a good exchange to make. Not a good exchange to make. Exactly. People in Hon stay for Hon. The problem is no new people come in. There's no new life. There's no new life in Hon. Hon doesn't want to grow. It doesn't want to live, bro. Hon wants to survive. And I'm sorry, but I'm not a survivor. I don't just want to survive. I want to thrive. And if that game doesn't have the same mentality that I have, it's poisonous to me. It's poisonous. And that's the fucking truth. That's the fucking truth. Unfortunately, I love the game. That game was for me, dude. That game was there for me when I was going through dark times. But back then, the game wanted to live. That game had advertising. That game had tournaments. That game had streamers. You know? We're waiting for you to come back. See, but that's the thing. That's the thing. I am not gonna come back unless the spirit of the fucking game comes back. The spirit of the game that wanted to fight against League of Legends and wanted to fight against Dota and Dota 2, the successor to Dota. I want that game back, but it's not. That's not what's there. What's there is a game that doesn't care about itself anymore. It doesn't care about itself. If the game cared about itself, it would care about getting new people. If the game cared about itself, it would care about getting new people. Bring new people in so everybody could have better games. I'm not a traitor. I'm not a traitor. I am loyal to old Hon, to the essence of Hon. I'm loyal to the essence of Hon, but that essence is dead. It's gone. Let me tell you something, titty drops. You will never get anywhere playing Hon. You have potential and you will never get anywhere because you play Hon. That's the fucking truth. And that's fucking sad. That's the thing. If you played Dota, if you played League of Legends, if you played other things, then yeah. I'll make money outside of Hon and then enjoy Hon. Those are bad games, yes, but at least they're alive. At least they're alive. Listen, man, I talked about it so many times. I tried to tell people the matchmaking system needs a change. It does. I'm glad that they're changing heroes. Okay? I'm glad. If you look at the player, past ones is dying, it's changed now. People are gonna make multiple accounts. Bro, the game isn't getting new players, it's getting people to create new accounts. Those are the stats. The stats are same fucking people playing with new accounts. That's not new players. Because where the fuck are you getting your new players from? Are you guys advertising? Are you guys advertising? No, they're not advertising. You know what the biggest advertisers are? Bro, you know what the biggest advertisers are? It's what you got and it's me uploading YouTube videos of Hon. I haven't seen anybody else. And then the like top five plays, top this, top that, right? That's the biggest advertising. I haven't seen a single fucking tournament. I haven't seen a single fucking tournament. I haven't seen a single change that would actually help the health of the game. Haven't seen a single one. And it's not going to happen. So. There was a tourney for the future tourney. For when? Why 10K? Bro, I don't understand. Listen. Oh my god, it's run by retards, bro. It's run by retards. Legitimately, Hon is run by retards. Bro, make a fucking tournament a month or something every 2 months. Hon needs new blood. You know how I came back to Hon? I came back to Hon because I saw a tournament that had 500 people watching and it was on my front page of Twitch and I was like, holy shit, Hon, I remember that fucking game. And then I saw casters that I recognized and Breaky CPK and all that shit and I got in. And I came back because of that. And a shit ton of people came back because of that. Listen, man, the 10K, yeah, it's nice for the players. Yeah, it's nice for the players. But the tournament, creating the tournament more times, more consistently, gets you more viewers. It gets you more advertising. It's like paying $1,000 for advertising. These players are still going to play in the fucking tournament. Don't give them 10K one tournament, give them 10 tournaments. Winner takes all. Winner takes all. $1,000 bucks. $2,000 bucks. Boom. Legitimately, man. Every 2 months, every month. Dude, like, you need to bring life into the fucking game. They don't do that. They don't do that. They need to buy Facebook advertising. Boom. Boom. Heroes of New Earth. Advertise it as if it's a new game, bro. Advertise it as if it's a new game. Boom. You know what? It's no longer fucking Haunted. Project Congo. Boom. There you go, motherfuckers. New game. Look, it's changed. That's what they need to do. That's what they need to do. But you know what? They don't do that, bro. They don't do that, bro. They're content with not fixing the matchmaking, not advertising, not wanting to grow. It sucks. Carlos, man, you don't hate me, bro. What I've been saying is the truth. If you care about Hun, you would listen to what I'm saying. You want that game to grow because you love the game. I love that game. I wanted it to grow. But it was going nowhere. The wheels were spinning and nothing was happening. The engine was roaring and nothing was happening from my side. So, you know what? You don't want to come the same direction I'm coming. You want to go the other direction. I'm cutting the rope. I'm cutting the rope. You don't want to swim alongside me. You want to weigh me down. I'm cutting the rope. I'll subscribe and donate you $50 if you play Hun. Dude, it's not about the money. It's about the principle. It's about the principle. The game isn't going where I want to go. It's that simple. The game doesn't want to grow.
Weakness as a virtue. It's finding power in being a victim.
God. He's opinionated.
It's just virtue signaling. So blaming things for racism, blaming everything on sexism.
Do I still have the contact with Zerka? Yeah, John is still my friend. John is still my friend. But John is doing the opposite of what I'm doing. He's advertising everywhere, but he's not streaming, so you can't give him money. So he's not making money. He's appearing everywhere, but then he's not making money. And I'm doing the opposite. I'm here, but I'm not advertising. You understand? And to grow, you need both. Hon isn't advertising. Right? Hon isn't advertising, and it's barely even there. It's barely even alive. You understand?
On misogyny, on other circumstances. People like to latch on to identity
Alright.
politics
Go
to
play
give them
Han, dude.
justification
Go
for
ruin
where they
your
are in
life again.
It's gonna be a long day.
Or make climate change their personality because they need to feel like they're oppressed. It's,
Oh,
it's
he's
everybody
doing the
wanting
fucking-
to think that the system is against them when the system is actually giving us these ideas to just keep us distracted and keep us fearful and always yelling about nothing. That's
Bro, don't get it
London, that's
twisted.
New York.
I love Han.
But at the same
but-
time, like, everyone has a different reality. My experience as a woman is very different to yours as a man. So of course I might call it misogynistic and sexist.
But latching onto that and blaming the world for being misogynistic will hold you back more than however misogynistic the world actually is.
Listen.
If you believe these ideas.
Hold on. Chayanne, you benefit from that. You benefit. As a pretty girl, you benefit from the world wanting to fuck you. That's the truth. You benefit from the patriarchy, right? And you're biting the hand that feeds you. That's the truth. Because let's be real, if we were equal, you're not that interesting, girl. And that's not me being misogynistic. I find a lot of girls interesting. But you particularly, not really, but you are attractive. You are attractive. And so you make these YouTube videos. Right? But that's the fucking truth.
Is your thoughts and beliefs, they end up emulating and creating your reality.
Yeah, you manifest it, right?
So if you walk into a room and you sit down here thinking that I'm misogynistic or that the world is oppressing you, what's gonna happen is you're gonna see more.
Here's the fucking issue with my boy John Zerka, bro. He needs to fucking stream so that people can donate and subscribe to his goddamn fucking kick stream. But he doesn't do it. His last kick stream was 7 days ago. John, what are you doing, brother? And then his last one before that was like 14 days. Streams one time a week. One time a week? Nah, he knows what he's doing. Bro, no. Listen. Eli, are you gonna tell me? Listen, Eli, this is what John's doing. John is grabbing all of these fish in the sea, right? But then he's not getting them on the boat. He's not getting them on the boat. Bro. You know? Sub button won't be for a while. Jesus Christ. Dude, there's no way he can't get a sub button when he's friends with train wrecks. Don't tell me he can't tell train wrecks. Then he's gonna go live and pull hella views. Why can't he do both? Destiny can do it. Destiny goes on all these other shows and then comes back and streams for 6 hours, 7 hours. John motherfucking Zerka goes on 10 shows, doesn't come back to his stream. You know? You know what I mean? John is throwing. Eli, the thing about John and about me and about some of us can't ask us as much when you are streaming constantly. Sure, but you still need to bring those people in, dude. John has to throw in some kind of way because he has to cope. He has to. He likes doing that shit. So, when, oh, he streamed yesterday, good. His past stream was 7 days ago. His past stream was 7 days ago. I checked yesterday. Like, that's his problem, dude. That's John's problem. So, John's problem used to be he didn't branch out enough. Now his problem is he doesn't stream enough. So he's grabbing all these people, but all these people don't know where to go and give him money. They can't give him money. They want to give him money. He's pulling 100,000 views, 80,000 views, 500,000 views. But where are they going? Nowhere. They're not going to his YouTube and subscribing. I checked. They're not going.
More of it, and you're going to be thinking that, and the world's going to respond to that.
Let's see. Social Blade. John Zerka. Woo! Picked up nicely. Let's see. 48,000. Bro, are you telling me he's only making $600 a week? Come on. Come on. Dude, he would do a stream and get this much money. Monthly gain video views for John. Why did this drop? What? May, June. Good. What? How did he drop? Oh, gain. Okay, this was gain. Boom. There you go, Johnny. Okay. Okay. But look, man, if he's making $600, do one stream. You'll get that much money, bro. Alright. Let's see his kick. John Zerka. Oh, it's Zerka. 12,000? Come on, bro. Videos a day ago. And this was 8 days ago. You see what I mean? And this was 30 days ago, 17 days ago, 22 days ago, 25 days ago. He streams every 3 days, dude. Or every week. Every week he streams. I don't know why. Alright, this was good. This is good. He should do this shit. Should do this shit. Good shit.
I don't have a victim mentality, but it's really hard to not let things burn you a little.
Like what?
Experiences, for example, even dating, right? I consider myself a very nice, homely girl. I would go on a date, and it's like I could be the woman that you want, but it's still not enough for a man that's not ready. So then that would initially be a bad experience for me. So then say if I'd done that, and I'd gone off into the world, and done that with 10 other men, 10 more men on body count that is an issue for you, men, so then it's like, where do we stand as women?
Wait, but hold on. She said date. She didn't say fuck. Right? Body count is about fucking. You can go on dates. Or does she mean every date she fucks? What? Like, hello?
An issue for you would initially be a bad experience for me. So then say if I'd done that, and I'd gone off into the world, and done that with 10 other men, 10 more men on body count that is an issue for you, men, so then it's like, where do we stand as women? Because there's a lot of good women that have the same morals and ethics that I have that are going into the world, and it's like, if a man's not ready, he won't wife you.
What does that have to do with misogyny?
If I'd done that with like 20, 30 men, you'd be quick to say, your body count's too much. And then it starts to have this battle of the sexes with the double standard and the behaviour and the way men disrespect women for wanting to be as liberated as a man.
You disrespect yourself!
So you want to have as much sex as a guy?
No, but I'm saying, like, whether I did or whether I didn't, because of the way the world is and the way it views things, how do we keep it fair then?
Well, double standards exist for a reason. It doesn't have to be oppression. If this was an actual restaurant in this scenario, I'd be paying, regardless. Like, no matter what, no matter how the date went, even if you stormed off, even if you thought it was a misogynist, whatever, I'm still paying. And I'm not gonna complain about that double standard. That's just, they exist for a reason. We have different roles that we're supposed to play. Double standards exist for a reason. It has a negative connotation because of female ego, but just get over it. We have different roles. And
get over it, bro.
Play those roles. This is what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
A woman should keep her body count as low as possible.
Really? What is it with men and wanting like a woman that is basically a virgin? So what's your body count?
Sniper out now on all platforms. What's yours?
No, we're not doing that.
Okay. Should a man pay the bill?
I've paid the bill. Like, I don't mind.
Wait, what was that? What happened there?
So what's your body count?
Sniper out now on all platforms.
Sniper down on all platforms.
What's yours?
No, we're not doing that.
Okay.
You just brought it up. Wait, how how are you not gonna answer a question that you ask? How are you not gonna answer a question that you asked?
Should a man pay the bill?
I've paid the bill. Like, I don't mind paying a bill, if that makes sense. I don't mind splitting it. But I think it...
No, we're not doing that. Doesn't that mean that you know that there's something bad? Isn't that an admission? wait, isn't that an admission? Right? That it matters, bro. Look at... Yo, Eli, I went on to Cute Bus show and I said, look, I'm half black now. I can say it. And somebody kicked me because of it. They said, as a colored person, no. I said, I'm half black. I can say it now.
It's nice. I do like traditional values in
I said, look, bro, I'm past as light skin.
aspect where if a man is a protector and a provider and look after me, you know, then pay the bill. But I think it's
no,
unfair
I got the
to
BBC.
expect men to pay the bill.
So what expectations do you have of men?
I have really low expectations now. I'll be honest, it's doing this show.
It's changed.
See, she has really low expectations, which is why whenever she goes on a date with somebody, she bangs them. You know what I mean? Bro, she just, like, she was talking about dates and then she started talking about body count as if date and body count was the same thing. So whenever you date somebody, you fuck them. If you're dating one time, you fucking, really? Is that how it works? Because I thought a date was like, we go out, we get to know each other. You need to suck my dick to know me. Okay, then, hey, I want to go on a date with Chayanne, bro. Yo, let me go on a date with her. She can pay too. She can pay. Listen, it's 2023. You can pay and you suck my dick. Jesus.
Change your expectations of men?
Yeah, so they're very little now.
Do they have to make more than you? Do they have to be taller than
Yeah,
you?
to be fair, you don't have to make, in an ideal situation, I would love for a man to earn more money than me, be a protector, be a provider, but unfortunately, with the way a lot of people see the world and society sees the world with the men that are the high earners, they can't fit what I want from a man.
What do you want? I don't really know.
So when it comes to like the
Bro,
provider,
how? She's got an incredibly successful show. She's making a shit ton of money. How are you gonna make more money than her? A normal guy.
splitting it.
Hey, look
but
at this.
I think it's nice.
Standout TV. Standout TV. Nah, this ain't it, bro. Oh, that is? That is it? No, that ain't it. Street Smarts. What the fuck is this, bro? Stand out TV. Am I right? Oh no, another one. Stand out. Well, I am right. What the fuck? Huh? How is this motherfucker gonna have 1.2k subscribers and 100,000 views? Street Smarts? Bro, am I getting hacked? Anyway, she's making a shit ton of money from this.
Nice. I do like traditional values in that aspect where if a man is a protector and a provider, then look after me, you know, then pay the bill. But I think it's unfair to expect men to pay the bill.
So what expectations do you have of men?
I have really low expectations now. I'll be honest, it's doing this show.
It's changed your expectations of men?
Yeah, so they're very little now.
Do they have to make more than you? Do they have to be
Wait,
taller than you?
wait. Hold on. Did my mind break? Did I go back? What the fuck just happened? She said the same thing twice?
Like, no matter what, no matter how the date went, even if you stormed off, even if you thought it was a misogynist, whatever, I'm still paying. And I'm not going to complain about that double standard. That's just, they exist for a reason.
Said the
We
same
have
thing
different
twice,
rules that we're
right?
supposed to play. Double standards exist for a reason.
Yeah.
Basically a virgin. No, we're not doing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I think it's nice. I do like traditional values in that aspect where if a man is a protector and a provider,
Am I
then look
schizo?
after me, you know, then pay the bill. But I think it's unfair to expect men to pay the bill.
So what expectations do you have of men?
Wait, am I schizo? Wait, am I schizo?
I do, like, I don't, no, we're not doing body count.
Sniper out now on all platforms. What's yours?
No, we're not doing that.
Okay. Should a man pay the bill?
I've paid the bill. Like, I don't mind paying a bill, if that makes sense. I don't mind splitting it. But I think it's nice. I do like traditional values in that
I don't know if I'm a
aspect where
schizo.
if a man is a protector and a provider,
I am a
then ask
schizo.
me, you know, then pay the bill. But I think it's unfair to expect men to pay the bill.
I am
So
a
what
schizo.
expectations do you have of men?
I have really low
I am a
expectations
schizo.
now. I'll be honest, since doing this show,
It's changed your expectations of men?
yeah, so they're very little now.
Do they have to make more than you? Do they have to be taller than
Yeah,
you?
to be fair, you don't have to make, in an ideal situation, I would love for a man to earn more money than me, be a protector, be a provider, but unfortunately, with the way a lot of people see the world and society sees the
She's
world, with
making a
men
ton of
that
money.
are high earners, they can't fit what I want from a
What
man.
do you want? I don't
Mr.
really
Sister
know.
Fist.
So when it comes to like the provider, protector, you don't need to be a millionaire. I just want someone that can come home.
Am I
kiss his
smiling?
kids, kiss his wife,
Good
and
name,
give
bro.
me love, and then play with the kids on the weekend and just have a nice life.
Mm.
But in reality, men that want to provide for you are the people that are out working, that go away on work trips, that have side women and all that. And I don't want that.
I don't think she knows what she wants.
Bro, she wants somebody who has generational wealth and doesn't have to work for their money. That's what she wants. That's what she describes. So she wants somebody who earns more money than a successful YouTuber, which is hard to do. It's hard to do, right? So she wants somebody who earns more than that, but also works less than that. So she's basically looking for a YouTuber who's highly successful or somebody who's got money through parents and shit. She basically wants a lazy bum who's got a shit ton of money. That's what she wants.
Needs is a man to say, no, this is how it's going to be. But to find that guy who will do that for her is going to be difficult. Maybe you want that guy, you just don't want to know about the extracurricular activities.
No, but it's not knowing. I just want someone that's going to be about me. It's just not a nice thought. Because it's like...
So don't think about it.
What do you mean don't think about it? No, it's not don't think about it. If you've got my mind, my body, my heart and my soul, like,
don't think
why
about it.
should you then just like disregard it and be out here in the club with other women?
I'm disregarding it by not telling you.
Honestly, all this show does is make you have very low expectations on men. People always find out.
Yeah, marry
It's
the
like, you can be very
electrician.
powerful and
Then don't
successful.
actively seek it out.
But it just happens, and this is the thing. Women come to women as a woman. I'm coming to you as a woman. Is this your man?
Ignore them. Those are always jealous. Those are always the girls that are like just trying to, they're jealous that you have a good relationship with the man that you're happy
Yes.
with. You can't listen to other women because they don't give good advice to each other. A lot of women are extremely miserable and misery loves company. They don't want to see you succeed because women get extremely jealous when they see a woman get married. So they're going to want
True,
to
they
bring you
do.
to the club and do the same garbage they're doing. Girls that go like, as a woman, it's never a happy woman.
Because she's hurt. She's also hurt because she was sold dreams by men that wanted to have their cake and eat it. Yep, except a man that cheats on you, basically.
That's not what men are going to say to other men. Men are going to tell each other how to have a happy relationship and how to act properly.
And
Women
how
are just going to
to-
tell each other, but women are just going to tell each other, leave him. He's doing this. Look through his phone.
Why shouldn't women
Dude.
be allowed or want to have a man that's just loyal to them? You know,
Loyalty doesn't have to be sex for men. It's not.
Dude, the thing is that these girls want a man with high testosterone, successful and stuff, right? They want a man that other women want to fuck, but they don't actually want him to fuck other women. That's the thing. But the truth is, if you got the high testosterone and you're highly successful, like, there's side effects. And one of the side effects is sometimes it goes in the wrong hole of another woman. That's a side effect, bro. I've got a great grandpa who had 2 families in the same fucking street. This guy was like a multi-millionaire. And he had 2 families in the same street. And he probably had families in other cities. Most likely. However, you know what women back then used to say? As long as I'm the cathedral, it's okay. He can have his other churches. That's what they said. Because they understood. They understood, look, if you marry a guy who's very powerful, guy might like to choke you. And they hate you and stuff. It comes with the fucking, it comes with the job, bro. If you marry a football player, you marry a guy who hits men for a living, crashes into them. It comes with the territory, dude. It really does. Like, you marry somebody who's that high test and is probably doing testosterone too. What do you expect? A pussycat? You expect a tiny little tabby? Bro, you're gonna get a fucking lion. You get a tiger, you get a cheetah. You don't get a tiny little tabby.
Here we go again, another misogynist. It's your body, like why can't
It's
it matter
not-
to you as a man?
But you can't apply the way you view sex to the way men view sex, because we will never see it the same way. We don't see it as like we're losing our purity. Our purity is not attached to sex the same way a woman's is.
Yeah, but that's because men put the purity on us as women, so I feel like men give us this pressure.
Do we give, I think women put attachment on that purity just as much as men do.
Yeah,
What's
girls
the
go,
first
that
thing
girl's a
a
whore.
woman says to insult
girl's a
another
whore.
woman?
You
Yeah,
whore.
no.
You, because deep down we all know that that's how a woman's value is measured.
It's just exhausting trying to find the balance. Like, what makes a good woman?
A good woman provides a spiritual balance. I'm a very busy guy. I have a flight later on. I have a lot of businesses. I have a lot of people attacking.
Listen, a good
and
woman is a
I
healer,
have
bro.
some enemies, stuff like that. And so there's a lot of pressure.
Some enemies.
I need a woman that could provide that balance and just that she can
These
pray
are
for
ups.
me, that loves me and is happy and is around and she presents herself well. It's not that complicated. It's not that hard to please a man. Cook, clean, smile,
Suck my dick.
happy relationship. It's that simple.
I feel men don't validate women's emotions enough because it's like, listen, I can do all that for you. I can bring you peace. I can pray for you. I can make you have a really great, comfortable life. But if you're not giving me peace because I'm unsettled because you're
give
out,
you
you're
peace.
here,
Why
you're
is that bringing
partying.
you, why is that unsettling you?
Why is he playing dumb for? Because you should, like, where if you're off out all the time, like, where
How
are
do
you
they, okay, alright, how do they do this? Do they talk for like 10 seconds and then leave and then say what they wanted to say in front of the person but didn't have the balls to say it? Or do they say it after? Why doesn't she press him? Why doesn't she press him on the date? No balls, huh? Press him. Say, why are you playing dumb for? No, Shan, why are you playing dumb? Why are you holding your words back, huh? Why do you do it? Well, it's because of the format of the show. No. Format of the show is an excuse for you to not say what you really think. And then you want other people to be truthful to you. So, you don't want to be truthful, but you want other people to be truthful to you. Come on, dog.
Not all the time.
No, but I'm
Come on,
saying that
dog.
if you are on business and you've got a hectic life, there's no peace for me. I'm just at home, you know, because if you're not there, there's not that emotional need. Because women, we're emotional, we need that.
So how often do you need me to check in on you?
Well, if I'm your woman, every day.
Every day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
in the
can't be
morning,
every
before
day. I'm in
noon,
Japan.
night.
yeah.
Call you in the morning, call you at night. It's not a problem.
But do you not see where I'm getting at?
My God, you needy motherfucker.
If I was raising your children and you're not there, is that fair?
How often do you want me to be there?
No, you're gonna be
No,
there.
that's-
You're
I'm
gonna be there.
asking
You're
you.
gonna be
So,
there.
Ideally, a good balance. A man needs to be very present in his kid's life.
At a certain age, from like ages 0 to 5, the dad doesn't really need to be
No, it
around.
matters. It matters.
You're going to emasculate me if I'm there all the time and I'm changing diapers and the baby's crying and then you're upset and you're emotional and
matters.
I'm in that house environment
disagree
with
with
all
that.
all these toys and you're like really big and bloated. I'm gonna be
You're big and
emasculated in that
bloated.
time. I don't need to be around from 0 to 5 that much. I'll show up.
But you do.
What do I need to do? Do you want me to change diapers?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's your child.
It's yours too.
Yeah, but so I'm not saying I'm.
Who do you think is better at changing a diaper, me or you?
100% it is a woman. Like naturally.
I disagree with his take right there. From 0 to 5. Dude, those are some of the most important moments. Like, that's what sets you up for life, dude. 0 to 5 is where your brain starts growing. if you feel that you are superior to your wife, right? Right? You want your kid to also have that fucking superiority. Not just... If she teaches him or her, your kid's not gonna have a great chance, is he? Is she? Dude, you're gonna be there for 0 and 5. That's important. Like, it matters. It does matter. The kid might not remember, but it shapes people.
So why
It
do you want me to
shapes
be doing it
people.
if you're better?
Because it's like we're raising children together. It's supposed to be a unit. If the core value of a tradition.
Also, it's very stupid brain to just say, well, you're better. Well, yeah, but if she's working at 10% because she didn't sleep for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours because the baby was crying, but you did, she's no longer better, bro. She's like, dude, I have tried not sleeping for a day or two and I become a retard. You know? She's gonna forget where she put the baby, bro. It's gonna happen. She's gonna leave the baby on top of the fucking car. She's gonna drive. The baby's gonna fall. Your baby's gone, bro. Some pedo got him. Some pedo got him. So you know what? Even though girls, women are somewhat better, when the HP goes down, right? They're like this. The HP goes down. They haven't slept. Boom. Now you become better. Now you become better. Also, you're better for the kid in certain things. She's not gonna know for a lot of things. She's gonna nurture the kid, right? The kid cries, she's gonna nurture, she's gonna hold it. Oh my God, please don't cry, please don't cry. A guy, the baby's crying, yo, stop crying. And the baby will look at you and stop fucking crying. Because sometimes they cry for no reason. They're trying to set boundaries. That's what babies are doing all the fucking time. If this fall is crying okay, is touching this okay, is doing that okay, and a woman will be more lenient. She'll be more lenient. So what you're gonna raise is you're gonna raise a brat. You're gonna raise a kid who's weak and cries for everything. That's the truth. That's the truth. She's gonna be way more lenient than the guy. Come on, man. You're gonna be there.
Together. So we're raising children together.
Who's paying for the house?
Just show up for your kids. That's it. Stand up.
So I will go out and get the money to provide for the home and provide for you.
But regardless, whether you're providing for me, this now is about the children that we're raising together. If a man's not in a child's life, or especially, for example, a female, women tend to be more hypersexual if their father isn't present in the life. Does that not change anything? Would that not make you want to, as a man,
Are you talking
be a
from
father and
experience?
step up and be in that family unit?
Of course I will be there. But from 0 to 5, I don't need to be there all the time. I don't even
Not
think I
all
should
the
live at the
time.
home.
No, now you
Bro.
took it too far.
I need an apartment
he's
somewhere.
trolling.
I don't want to smell
He's
the
trolling
food
right now.
and the
Look
diapers.
at his
You
look at his
actually
smile.
I don't want to trip over a toy while I'm walking to the
trolling.
bathroom.
You're deluded, mate. So you wouldn't be ready for kids then. If you wouldn't want to be there and see all these beautiful moments, like a vital moment of watching your child smile for the first time, watching your child take a first step, that's something you've created. And I feel like as a man, that should be the most powerful thing that you've done.
She's
You've
like black and
a
Asian,
life.
right?
You know, that's your name. That's one thing you've got. You raise a child, you have him in your name, your family name, especially if you have a son, and you don't want to be there.
Race is really ambiguous. Eli, what do you think?
Poor.
But you can record it.
I think she's black and Asian, right?
No.
No, I'll be there. I'll be there 2 days out of the week, but like every single day,
She's
there's
not white.
babies crying, and it's. I am going to lose what makes me able to provide for the house and for you and for the kids. We're not going to both breastfeed this baby at the same time.
You know deep down it needs to be every day. Like, why wouldn't it be every day?
We could compromise.
No, it's not compromise. It would be
smiling.
you to be in the house every day. You in the house
Listen.
with your woman
Listen.
raising your children together. Because I'm not being...
Listen, it's a first date. Why are we talking about kids, bro? How old are you? Does dust come out of that? What the fuck?
funny. There's enough men on the world that aren't present in their kids' life, and I think it's an absolute so, if I'm honest with you. Look at all the single women, look at all the single mothers. You know,
I'm not saying you're going to be single.
No, but that's how it is. What's the point? There is no benefit. Listen, like, as single women, as single mothers, they deal with a lot of slack, you know, and they deal with it, they raise the kids, and it's like, there's no different to a woman that is in a relationship or a marriage raising her children if she's by herself, if her husband's living in a separate apartment. She's basically a single mother.
3 days out of the week.
Honestly,
He's trolling.
why are men like this?
It's
He's
more impactful if the
smiling,
dad
bro.
shows up and
Bro,
gets to.
look at his fucking face. 3 days out of the week. Look at his face, look at his
She's
face, look at his
basically a
face,
single
look at his face. She's triggered. She's triggered, bro. She's suffering. And look at this guy.
Days out of the week.
Look at the little cheeky smile. And she's like, no. Oh, no.
Why are men like this?
Oh.
It's more impactful if the dad shows up and gets to be his best self when he's there.
Yeah, he's there. He's there. You're saying it. These are your own words. When he's there. So what is the point? You in the club, you in business, you doing that.
And I don't say
get
anything
it.
about
As a
the club.
business, provide. I get that. Be the provider.
I'm
be the man
saying
in the
from
house.
ages 0 to 5, being there every day is detrimental.
Bro,
At the
that's what
Google Gaga
matters
stage, I don't
the
need to be
most,
there all the
man.
time. It's just that's the truth. There's no reason for me to be there
He's
other than
retarded.
for her to
This is a
make
retarded
it
thing.
fair. If I'm living with
It's
my
a retarded
girlfriend all
thing.
the time, we're gonna end up hating each other. That's where the resentment actually builds. If we have separate apartments and then we get to miss each other and then we get to actually be our best selves when we show up and see each other, the relationship lasts longer because you get to miss each other. That's a very important part of maintaining a relationship.
It's about you.
He's so, bro, he's so wrong. I'm a bit real, dude. The worst relationships that you can ever be in are long distance relationships. And those relationships are when missing each other is maxed out. Right? Maxing out missing each other is terrible for a relationship. It never works. Never works.
Unity.
Don't
It's about
max out
raising
for
them.
missing.
That's all it is. I don't even need to argue it anymore.
That's
what it's
retarded,
about.
bro. But she's retarded because she doesn't know this.
What are your red flags?
Red flags at a woman
Don't
if
know
she
how
doesn't
to
respect
cook.
her father. That's number one. Number two, if she has a high body count. I think if it surpasses half of her age, actually just over 5.
Sneako, have you ever been in love?
I have, yeah.
Yeah?
Many times.
Many
Wait,
times.
surpasses average?
Surpasses half of, if she
Wait,
red
what?
flags at a woman if she doesn't respect her father. That's number one. Number two, if she has a high body count. I think if it surpasses half of her age, actually just over 5.
Sneako.
He noticed, bro, he noticed that half of her age wasn't good enough for her. And he said, you know what, just over 5. And she's like, fuck.
Have you
He's
ever
so
been in
good at
love?
trolling.
I have, yeah.
Yeah?
Many times.
Many times.
Many times.
Many
How were those
times.
experiences for you?
That was a very
Well-
therapeutic question.
Well, I watched an Adriana Chechik video and I was like, damn, son.
But they were good. I think
Well, I watched a Bunny Rotten video. Ooh.
it's a good learning experience. The difference between a man and a woman falling in love is you notice when a woman falls in love and it doesn't work, it ends up kind of wearing down her soul. Trauma as a man can help build you and make you stronger and help you navigate the world better because in my experience, I learn from actual experience. I have to go through it in order to really understand not to do something.
Dude,
I
trauma
think a lot of
helps
men are
everybody.
like that. But
In the
whereas a
end,
woman, if she goes through a traumatic experience, if she goes through a terrible relationship, if she has her heart broken, then that changes her view and makes her more cynical going into the next relationship.
Really? I think it's the other way around. I think when men are in love,
Bro, I've seen so many men that are traumatized and it fucking destroys them. I've seen women that got traumatized and it destroyed them. And I've seen people who have been traumatized, both men and women, got over it and they became incredible human beings. I disagree heavily on the trauma take. Heavily. Bro, whatever trauma you get past, whatever trauma you get through, you become better by the end of it. And that's the truth for all humans. But you have to get through it. A lot of people don't get through it.
and they go through heartbreak, I feel like they actually don't come back from it,
What makes you say that?
from experiences, from...
Bro, a lot of guys get their heart broken by one girl and become a horse. And they start fucking every single woman they can find. And then when you start drinking with them, they'll cry and they'll tell you, bro, I can't forget her. And you're like, my dude, then why were you fucking so many women? Well, I was trying to forget her. And you're like, Jesus Christ, so you became a whore. because of her. And then they're like, yeah, and I don't like it. Like, okay, bro.
Conversations from people from the way men are.
Guys that are heartbroken, they're in the gym right now. They're starting a business
No,
right now.
they're
They're trying to
not.
improve. They don't want to ever let a woman
Not
control
always.
their ego like that again.
That's what I mean, like men shut off like from love. So if you have your heart broken, then it's
Bro.
like they do go militant and it does probably make them become a better man. But
I
then they're not
have so
open
many
to love and then
friends.
they do this whole, they don't want to then be loyal to just one woman. They want their options.
That is kind of true for...
Bro, I have friends, okay, who liked girls, who liked a certain girl. It didn't work out with them, and they went haywire. And they started banging everything that moved. You know what I mean? And I'm like, bro, what are you doing? And then they're like, dude, she broke my heart and I thought it would work. And it never works. It never works. When you do something because of somebody else, it doesn't work. You gotta do things for yourself, right? I've also had friends who broke up with a girlfriend, banged a bunch of bitches, and they had no problem because they wanted to bang the bunch of bitches. But then there's guys who are like, hey, you know what? She left me, so now to hurt her, I'm gonna fuck a shit ton of bitches. But they weren't the guy who wanted to fuck a shit ton of bitches. They turned. Bro, you made a bitch turn you. What the fuck? And it does damage to them psychically. It does damage to them. And I've also had female friends who do the same. One guy breaks their heart and they start banging everybody and then the girl's crying and you're like, well, I told you it wasn't going to work, but you didn't want to listen to me, did you?
For me, my first relation, like in high school, I was all romantic, lovey-dovey, simping, giving her flowers, writing her
It's not
poems.
simping though.
It is simping.
I think being romantic is not simping. That doesn't make you a simp. Like why should it be called
No.
simping if you're...
Listen, there's a difference. People want to say that everything is a simp now. Being romantic isn't simping. Simping is being romantic to somebody who does not reciprocate, who doesn't give it back. That shit's simping. That shit is simping, okay? Giving a girl money and shit, that's simping. But if she's sucking your dick, she's a prostitute. There's a difference. There's a difference.
You're showing love and affection to someone you love, that's not simping. Like, you're not doing too much.
But
That's showing...
respect and love and attention has to be earned from a woman. You can't just give it to her thinking that the more I love her, the more she's
Yeah, obviously. Oh my god, bro. What are these people? I can't believe. Bro, Sneako, what the fuck, bro? What the fuck? Listen. Giving your girlfriend a rose is an easy blowjob. Easy trade. Easy blowjob. However, giving a female friend that you want as a girlfriend, but she doesn't want you as a boyfriend, you give her a rose, and then you give her chocolates, and then you give her money, and then you take her this and that, the other. That's simping. That's simping.
to love me. It has to be reciprocated. I think this goes for a lot of guys. It's not heartbreak, it's just understanding female nature. If I'm writing all these poems and giving her all these flowers, and there's another guy out there who's not giving her attention and is maybe more accomplished, or she wants attention from that guy because of what he is. If I'm giving you all the attention from the jump, then you have nothing to work for. Women want to work for attention just as much as men do. So me writing all these poems and love cards and everything, it's a turnoff if she doesn't have to get something at the same, if she doesn't have to work for it.
He's right.
Some women just want love. You know, it's not always about working for it. And I put myself in that situation. Like,
Bro,
I've
stop.
never been the kind of woman to want...
Stop, dude, stop. If I give you everything for free, why would you give me anything back? If I do everything for you for free and you don't complain, right? Why would you give me anything back? That's so stupid. I can see Zerka losing a 1v1 with his woman and post authority destroyed. Dude, like, boys, listen. If you're ever trying to get a girl, you can't give her everything. If she's giving you nothing, or she's giving you very little, you gotta play the game. That's how it is. It's a back and forth. You gotta play the game, right? If you give all of this for this, they're gonna keep giving you this. There's not a moment where they're gonna say, oh, you know what, I'll give you all of this. You know what, you gave me this for 6 months, I'll give you all of that. They're not. They're gonna be like, well, I put this effort and I got this. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what everybody does.
The man that doesn't want me. You know, I want stability.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not. You don't even know me, so yes, I would. You know, I'm the woman that wants stability. I'm the woman that wants love. Maybe I'm naive and maybe it is a fairy tale, but that's the way that I see the world. Show me that you want me, fight for me. The moment I know you've got my respect in the sense of I will ride for you, I will root for you, I will fight for you. But if you're not even showing me that you care, why? Why should I?
The relationship that you're describing, you're gonna get bored of this guy. You want a guy to be with you all the time. You don't have a lot of expectations. You just want a man that loves you. And if you're not having to compete for his attention to some extent, if you're getting all of his attention and he's always available, both of you are gonna get bored. And then you're gonna end up cheating. You're gonna leave.
When I say competing for your attention, I don't.
Look, here's the thing. She might actually be telling the truth because she's getting older. She might actually be telling the truth, dude. The thing is, with younger women, younger girls, I don't think it works like that. Right? Like my grandma, my mom, they all talk about like being conquered. Oh, you gotta conquer the girl, right? But that was in the past. That was in the past. You know, you had to be persistent and stuff. Back in the day. Now, you can't do that. You get called a rapist and you get called, you know, a weirdo and stuff like this. You can't do that. Can't do that anymore. Right? However, I do think there's a certain age that women hit. And if they're not with somebody, they start realizing that, hey, you know what? I kind of just want to be treated nice. I'll take any. They become desperate. I do think there's an age where, because men are usually way more desperate than women. Because women can get sex at any moment, right? In time. And men can't. So men are usually more desperate for a bunch of years. But there's an age. I don't know what it is. It's different for each woman. But it's getting closer to 30. There's an age for women where they start noticing, hey, this is going nowhere. These relationships that I'm in are going nowhere. And then they become the desperate ones, right? They become the desperate ones. The thing is how do you make them desperate for you at an earlier age? That's the question, right? And that's where you're going to get the Riz master, right? That's where you're going to become a Riz demon, right? And they're like, oh my God, that guy's actually cool as fuck. This is actually... But you got to play the game. You got to play the game.
Don't mind competing if it's your work, your business. I'm not competing with another woman for you. So if your time is not with me, then have it be at work. But it's not going to be for another woman. I'm not competing over
Not one other woman,
man.
but if your man is not getting attention from other women, you're going to become unattracted to him.
No way.
He needs to be desired by other women, or else it's just, you're going to get bored.
Have you ever thought the fact that it's women are actually desire men that are good men? Being a father is a masculine quality. So that's what I'm saying. So you're contradicting what you're saying. It's to be present in a child's life, to do all those things. It makes you attractive. It doesn't emasculate you. It makes you look better. More women want you when you are a present father.
Not wrong.
My point is, you are going to want a man that is desired by other women.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So being there and being a present man.
Look, there's a reason why dogs are a cheat code, okay, with women. They see how you treat the dog, and in their mind, that's like your baby. That's your kid. Also, a guy, like an attractive guy with holding a baby, girls love that shit. They go crazy over that shit. She's actually telling the truth there. They do want that.
For one woman, makes other women want that. You know, so it's down to you as a man to control and have that discipline to not let other women get you. You know,
At
so
the same
that's
time,
what I'm saying. But if you're a very successful man, why can't you be the
Look
man?
at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. She's reaching for his hands. Look at this. Look at this. Sneako.
You know,
At
so
the
what's
same
Look at
that?
this, look at this, look at this, look at this.
That's what I'm saying. But if you're a very successful man, why
She's
can't you
reaching.
be the man
Please,
that runs it down,
Sneako.
holds it down, has this business, is so successful, and is loyal to one woman? Do you know that would be probably the most alpha man on the planet? Because it's every woman would want that.
name one of those guys.
I don't know any because they all sleep with other women because they have options. So
So
that's what I'm saying.
you're
So if you,
describing a
I'm
person
saying,
that doesn't
but I'm
exist.
saying, so if you really wanted to be that ultimate alpha in general, be the loyal man that has the integrity, has the morals, has the business, and that's
You can't even think of one example.
No, because I don't know. It's not in my.
I don't know one either.
But I'm sure there's a lot of men that are loyal.
Bro, it's what I've been saying. Being successful in one aspect of life usually implicates a bunch of other shit. It's like women will want a guy, right? Who will like be a 1%er, be aggressive, be, you know, able to fight, work out, all that shit. But usually those types of guys are like high testosterone and a little crazy. They want a guy who's like high passion and high aggression but will not hit them. And the thing is sometimes that high passion and high aggression, a lot of the times, there's a reason. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's the price to pay, dude. It's the price to pay. I'll buy a puppy to get easy box. Leave by samples, Nico, but let them know. Don't try this at home. You won't find a guy like me, Lamau. If he's not emotional. Yeah. Listen. So here's the thing, Eli. If Sneako was running game, and trying to bang her, he would say that. He'd say, yeah, listen, I am that guy. I'm a traditional guy. I'm successful in this, and I want one woman. That's what he would say. Because let me tell you something. The players, that's what all the players say. All the guys with multiple women say, hey, you're my one and only. And she hears it. They will never, bro. These guys with multiple women never tell them the truth. Because they're always running game. Always. Always. But the thing is, he can't do that because his sex life is public, right? So he can't do that. He can't run the game. He can't run the game. But other men always run game, right? Like other successful men always run game. He can't. Because you can see his ex on his stream. You can see the Twitter, the this, the that. So he can't do that bit.
That are that come up with those. It's like, for example, you could be right now broke and all this, and you could be on a come up with a woman who really is a ride or die. And if you stuck with that woman,
Then she's my priority.
And she's your priority. And if your only other attention was on business, and it was that, and it was solely on her, then you would be the most wanted man. Women desire good men. You know, because for you to say that, you're basically saying all men cheat.
Yeah, well, all successful men, the men that you want will cheat.
We need to change this narrative that every woman wants a millionaire. There are men
But
on this
you
planet
want a
that
millionaire.
have those morals where they won't cheat and they are for one woman. Like, I don't
Yeah,
care
they do
what
exist.
people saying that you could argue.
Bro, those men do exist, but they don't come on your show. Those men do exist, but they're not making what you're making.
Maybe it's a very small percentage of men that wouldn't cheat and would be loyal to one woman, but that man there is the most alpha man on this planet. Oh, this is draining me.
And I'm gonna tell you the truth. That guy doesn't give a fuck that you call him the most alpha man on the planet. That guy doesn't give a fuck. He's a Sigma male. That guy. That most alpha guy on the planet that she's talking about. That guy's a Sigma male. He don't give
Would you
a
be with me
fuck
if I
about
slept
the
with over
alpha
20
shit.
men?
Come on. Let's be realistic.
Let's be realistic. But if I'd done everything you wanted, prayed for you, protected you spiritually, gave you that,
You wouldn't be able to do that if you fucked 20 guys.
why? Why wouldn't I be able to?
Your soul would be broken.
How would it be broken?
You can tell, you can look into a woman's eyes and see her bodies.
Go on.
She has that glazed over look. The more bodies she
He's
keeps
raising
taking
her
with
up.
guys that don't care about her, your eyes right now,
Don't even...
11,
Half
maybe 11,
glazed.
12. But the more it goes up, it's like... I was nice, I told her 12, but I could tell that it's probably early
20.
20s. And now she
Yes,
has
it is.
expectations of monogamy, and it's just...
Yes,
that
it
guy
is.
is not going to take a girl with a body count that high seriously. I'm sorry.
As a woman, I'd say I've got very...
Look, the thing is that guys, it's not about guys not look, it's not that guys don't marry, right? Girls with that high body count. Bring your camera closer. Do you like zoom in? Oh yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, possible. Here's the thing. Yeah, I'll zoom it in for next stream, bro. How about that? I got food over there, whatever. Listen, here's the thing. If you got a high body count, you're a toy. That's what you are. If you got a high body count, I can play with you. I can play with your mind and I can play with your body because I know the type of girl you are. So I can run game. That's the thing. If you've got a low body count, I know I gotta come correct. I know I've gotta be serious. You know? I treat you differently. Like, you guys have seen me on the E-Date shows and stuff, right? The OnlyFans girls, I can come in and say, God damn! What the fuck are those floaters? And she's gonna laugh. But in real life, you can't do that. Because she's not like, the girl with the big tits in real life isn't that type of girl. I can't just walk up and say, God damn, those tits are huge. But if she's on an E-Date show, right? If she's got a certain energy, you can. If she's a girl that you know has a high body count, you can run that type of game. You know what I mean?
I can be a very feminine woman, but unfortunately,
You got
because
masculine qualities.
I have a lot of masculine qualities because of the way my life played out, you know, and everything is about circumstances. So it could be the environment I grow up in or whatever it is. So I don't get to be the feminine woman that the world wants me to be because that's not my life, that's not reality, and it's not the way the world is. But there is
She's a boss
massive wave
bitch.
of hyper independent women because men don't step up enough because there are not that many men have the values that would want to cover the bill, that want to do this, you know.
So why
Like,
would...
luckily,
why
you're
would-
a gentleman, like you said earlier, going back to you saying that you'd split the bill. You're a gentleman, but this is the thing. There's a confusion where people believe that just because I'm alpha, and then there becomes an arrogance and an ego, and then there's no respect for women at all. So that it makes it harder for women to even respect men, and that's why we have this unbalance.
Like, you want a guy to be monogamous, to be at home all the time, but you're also saying you're masculine.
You're not home all the time. I'm not saying you need to be home.
You
I'm
did
saying,
say that.
Yeah, I'm saying being present with your children. Looks like we're in for another fight. Come home, sleep in the bed at home.
With
You
the masculine
with the
woman?
woman, sleep at home with the woman.
She's not-
that
come on.
Had made a baby with.
That
you,
would
you
be
slept enough
easier-
times to f me and get me pregnant and have a baby.
Bro. She's not a masculine woman. She's just saying she's got a couple of masculine qualities. And what she means by that is... She probably means by that. She doesn't mean like, oh, I'm a butch girl and I wanna manhandle men or whatever. What she means by the masculine qualities is she's gotta go out in the world and find success. And it's what she did with her show, right? That's probably what she means. I don't think she means like, yeah, I just, I go out with the bros and we're pushing each other and we're shoving each other and I was like, so bitch, you wanna fight? I don't think that's the type of masculine that she's talking about, She's talking about like, yeah, I had to go out in the world and make a name for myself, right? Because that's seen as a masculine quality. I don't think she means like, oh, my clit is huge and I got big muscles.
Baby, so then stay there every day to raise your child. You can work till 10 p.m. if that's the case, but come home to your woman so your kids can see you in the morning.
Like, I understand in the past, in a traditional culture, them being monogamous to one woman and always coming home. But you're also saying that there's this rise of independent, hyper-masculine women. And you also want men to be monogamous to them. Don't you see how that's going to fail? Because if you're a masculine woman and we're monogamous and we're staying at the house all the time, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna be more feminine. That's not a happy relationship. Even hearing you now say like, you need to come home, you need to raise a kid, I'm like, I need to go to the garage and like,
she's bullying him.
I need to go and get a beer with the guys. Like, I'm ready to go and hang out. I'm thinking of an excuse to sit in the bathroom and just get some alone time, which is what a lot of guys do with these hyper masculine women who are saying, you need to be here, you need to do this.
If I was then your woman and I'm saying to you, Sneako, like, I need you here with me. As your woman, I need you. And so if it's your duty to be my protector and my provider and I'm calling out for you and I'm upset, I'm distressed and I'm calling you and you're not there, you ain't no alpha, you ain't a protector. Simple as that. I don't know if you could tell, but I love a good debate.
And then the way you're saying that, my response
Now
would
she's
be,
smiling.
okay, I guess I'll come home.
Exactly. So then perfect, and then done. That's it, you're home.
Do you see what
No,
you've
but
created?
now you won it.
No,
Now
I
you
created
won it. You created a fucking zombie, bro. You don't want that. You don't want that. You were attracted to the masculine man. You were attracted to the fucking demon. You don't want a puppy dog. You don't want a little cute cat. You don't want a pussy cat. You wanted a lion. You were attracted by somebody who's got the spirit of a fucking lion, but then you want to tame me? That's stupid.
Effectively emasculated me. That's not
No,
peace.
how has it emasculated you? You've said in the beginning. You said a woman.
He's
that
right.
You're going to
Sneako's
provide
right here.
stability. You're going to provide.
You don't understand what I'm saying.
No, but that's what you said, and that's how I've heard it, and that's what I'm saying to you. Like, listen, for me as a woman, I understand so many things. You're
not understanding what I'm saying. You've made me go from this guy, happy guy, confident, my shoulders are up, to okay, I'll come home.
Yeah, but not every day with your shoulders pumped up. Maybe sometimes you need that moment.
Sometimes you want me.
Sometimes that's compromise and that's a relationship. Sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes actually listen to a woman. If you want to be able to provide that, just listen.
You want to sometimes simp?
Yeah.
Okay.
Never simp. No, but listen, you're not a simp if it's
No.
your girlfriend. Or
Independent
your wife.
means independent
Oh,
of a
your
man
wife.
when a woman's talking about it.
A girlfriend
I want
too.
her to be dependent on me. I want her, even before we meet, to be dependent
I
on
disagree.
her father.
Listen. I disagree with this take, man. I disagree with this take heavily. I do. I don't want her to be dependent on me. Because listen, what if I die? I die. You know what that means? That means my kids will be raised by another man. If she's dependent and I die, my kids are going to be raised by another man. I didn't choose that man. I chose her. I can't choose some weak ass motherfucker that will, as soon as I die, crumble. I can't. I can't do that to my kids. You know what I mean? That's why I don't love I want you to be dependent on me 100%. I don't think it's the right strat. Because you got to prepare for the worst. Expect the best, right? Prepare for the worst. And the worst is you die. You get in a car accident, some drunk motherfucker crashes into you, you die. Now my kids' lives are fucked because I didn't choose a good mother. Because I chose somebody who was dependent. Somebody's gonna crumble. Somebody weak. My kids are gonna become weak because I chose somebody weak? Hell no, motherfucker.
Ideally. I don't want an independent girl boss queen running around here. Like, I make my money. I don't care at all.
No, listen. I want somebody who's independent but will listen to me.
It's impressive as a man if you have things go on, you're busy. I don't care if she's busy. That means nothing to me. I want a dependent woman.
With that though, I feel like women like to make it clear that they've got their own money, just so like men like you that are in a better position in life don't call us gold diggers.
I don't think there's anything bad with being a gold digger. I think that a woman should desire rich men. I mean, that's a smart thing for a woman to want. There's nothing wrong with a woman wanting a rich guy. I think
Bro,
that's actually...
Bro, don't say that shit, Sneako. What the fuck? Bro, you're gonna attract demons into your life now. All the gold diggers are gonna try to fuck you. And one of them is gonna trap you with a kid. Don't say that, bro. That's stupid. That's retarded. That's you not thinking. That's you just wanting to go against what she's saying, bro. You don't want a gold digger. You don't want a gold digger. Because as soon as you lose your money, she's gone. Because as soon as she finds a way to get that money away from you, she's gone. You don't want that. You want somebody who helps you create more money and shit. Not somebody who's just gonna fucking take like a fucking blood-sucking demon, bro. You don't want a blood-sucking demon. You want a dick-sucking demon. That's the only thing you want.
A good quality in a woman because it shows that she prioritizes a lot of the things that make a man a real man. Why would she not want to be with a rich guy? Why would she not want the best life for her children? Why would she not want to see the fruits of his labor and travel the world? Why would she not want to be with an accomplished man
that's not a gold digger.
Made money to get to the point where he has the experience?
That's not a gold digger, bro. A gold digger is somebody that marries an 80-year-old person because she wants half of the fucking billions, man. That's a gold digger.
He has the qualities. There's nothing like gold digger has been shamed a lot. Of course, I don't want a girl to take all my money, and we've seen relationships fail like that, which is why you should protect it. But she should want an accomplished rich guy because that shows that he's capable in many different areas of life.
So do you believe a woman should pursue a career?
It's not a bad thing. Sure. Yes. I think it shows some good qualities, but I think that she should prioritize raising a family over the career. If she finds the right man and they start having children, she should be willing to give up whatever career she has to go and raise a family.
No, that is fine. Like, that's fine.
That's
but
fine.
There are women that also want to have a career.
If you're ugly, yes.
So difficult. I'm saying yes.
If you're ugly, yes.
No.
How come I'm just saying no?
But not really.
It just never works. There's always going to be a level of attraction. If that's ever on the table, that's not a real friendship.
Yeah, true.
It's disingenuous. So why did you say yes?
I say yeah because
She's got ugly
believe
friends.
That you can be friends with someone of the opposite sex.
You have male friends?
Yes, but I'm starting to realise, don't get me wrong,
they
like, as
wanna
I'm
fuck you.
getting older and from experiences, I'm realising that a lot of the time men are just trying to sleep with me, and like a lot of them have played the long game, like I.
And you still...
No,
but a lot of them still care about you.
Like 3 good guy friends that wouldn't sleep with me, like genuinely.
Yeah?
Yeah, because they always tell me they're like try and like go get married and just settle down and just.
Are they in long-term relationships?
One of them is, yeah.
Okay.
That's what I mean, and even like
what about the single one?
His missus
The other
like,
ones are
invites me
gay.
around to barbecue. Like I get on with her. Like it's nice. It's a nice unit, you know.
The single one wouldn't sleep with you?
No.
You want to test?
No.
Why not? I thought you were a friend.
He is my friend.
Nah.
Call him up.
And
No,
say what,
you're
then?
a test.
I'm so horny. I'm grilling and this guy sucks. I need to meet you in my car real quick.
Yeah, he'd actually tell me to shut the fuck up. Genuinely.
Okay, well, you won't call him up. I know what he would say. Let's be honest. But it's fine. You can continue living in the delusion.
Bro, the gay guys, the gay ones, are the ones who are like, oh my god, this bra makes your boobs look gigantic. Oh my god. Oh my god. Try this one out. Motherfuckers. Lucky ass motherfuckers. Oh.
What do you say in London? She's waffling about. She's chatting shit, fam. come on, blood. She's chatting. The same way that you're living in the delusion about your single friends, you should apply that to when you settle down with a successful guy and he's going out on business trips and maybe he finds a girl once in a while. Just ignore that the same way you're ignoring the fact that your single friends would absolutely destroy you if given the opportunity.
What? Honestly, I'm so sick of this, men and women can't be friends. I'm not being funny. If you're too insecure to accept the fact that your partner has someone that's a friend.
Dude, the thing is it's very hard, okay? Like, it's genuinely very hard. If you're ugly, no. Maybe, yeah, but a small percent, dude, a small percent.
Of the opposite sex, that's a you problem.
If you're a liberated woman and it doesn't matter and you're on a new path.
Why wouldn't you
I'm liberated sexually, 100%.
Oh.
Like, I will do...
You're liberated.
As in the sense of, like, I will do what I want to do for me, but it doesn't mean... Like, my term of sexually liberated doesn't mean that you need to be going out having sex with everyone. Mine just means I can, if I choose to do it and I want to do it and I want to wear that, then I'll do it.
So you're liberated.
I'm liberated. I'm just a liberated person in general.
Bro.
Like.
You're liberated sexually, though.
Yeah, I'm not sexually in the sense of like how you're trying to.
Free at last. Free at last.
I think you should just be free regardless. Like, do whatever you want to do for you, as long as you're not harming anyone, hurting anyone, breaking up families, cheating. And do what you want.
You want to know why you're not actually sexually liberated?
Why?
Because liberated means you're free from everything. You're free from judgment.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm liberated, but I'm...
If you were actually liberated, you would tell me the number.
Oh! I don't care, if that makes sense.
Oh, he's so correct, bro. He's so correct. If you were actually liberated, you'd tell the truth. But you're not. Because you have fear. You're a slave to fear.
If you don't care, then you can tell me.
Whether I'm liberated or not, it's got nothing to do with you.
Yes,
The reason that you won't tell me is because you care.
I don't think it's free. Listen, I don't think women are free in that sense. Like, as much as...
So you're not liberated?
I'm liberated, but I don't think I'm free when it comes to...
Those words are
social
synonyms.
media. Does that make sense? Like, I can feel free, but I'm not free with society the way that it is. And I can't be bothered. Like, anything you say will just get manipulated and twisted, and I can't be bothered to deal with it.
Okay.
You do?
I do. And they're gonna, see, I'm honest about it. I'm actually liberated. With my...
Oh, that's why you're doing it to prove a point that you're more liberated than me.
No, that's not, well, actually, yes, I am, because I'm being honest right now, and you can't be honest. This is not accepted in my space. Everyone's against this, but with the woman that I love, I don't just do it. The woman I love, I do enjoy it. I do enjoy it.
Oh my God, excellent. Oh, good.
Dude, do you see the shift in her now? Now she really likes him. Now she's interested in what he's gonna answer next. Bro, you're that easy. No wonder why you don't want to tell me your body count. My God. He's striked out on so many things, but he gets one right. And you got this smile?
Good. Just with the main one, I understand, blah, 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 they're gonna, but I'm honest.
Good.
Bro.
That's good to do it. I feel like...
I didn't like the way you said that.
What do you mean? Oh, good.
What do you mean, aw?
I'm shocked. I was really expecting a no. So it's nice to have someone...
It's nice?
No, it's nice to have a guy come on here and be like, no, it's good, I enjoy it.
I'll change my answer.
No. The reason why I'm saying it's nice...
I'm done.
No.
He should say yes, but not for you. Yes, but when we bang, I'm not gonna do it because you're not my main woman. Oh, come on, Sneako, give it to her.
It's nice because you understand, like, pleasure. You can't change it. Like, you understand pleasure.
He lies. We're brothers from another mother, bro. He lies.
Understand a woman's body, and I feel like it's just, as a woman, I'm speaking as a woman, it's not nice to lay in bed with a man and have him just fuck you and not care if you have come.
God.
You know, so if a man does go down on you, loves your body, shows appreciation, it's much better, and you will get a better result because she's more likely to give you better sex as well.
You can respect a random guy that's just gonna give you head first night?
No.
The difference is head is expected for the women, no matter like what level of relationship. That's just foreplay. It means nothing.
So this is why everyone's got it all messed up. Like, that is not just something as accessible as that. Like, that's an intimate thing. Swimming means nothing. See, I was really giving you some flowers then.
It's like, I take the flowers back, I don't want them.
See, she
It's
didn't
just
like
like
them.
foreplay. It's just like kissing. That's just standard. This is how we start. But
See,
this
she would've liked
this
them
is
then.
like a different level of intimacy.
That's what I'm saying. It's beautiful. So I'm glad you said yes.
Men are supposed to give women the flowers. Like this is, you see how this messed up the, I should have lied.
No, it's good. Now you've got probably more
See,
women
but he can't.
interested.
No.
See, but now he's like, fuck, I'm under her now. Fuck, she's got me now, and he doesn't know how to climb it back. He could have climbed it back by saying what I said and what Eli wanted to say. See? But he didn't know how to climb it back. He's gonna work on that. You can't lose the power. You can't say yes. And then when she tries to little bro you dunk on her heavy. That's how you get the power back. But now Sneako doesn't have the power at all. And look,
Mess up the, I
he
should have
doesn't
lied.
like it.
No, it's good. Now you've got
Now
probably
he's
Women with
flustered.
intimacy.
That's what I'm saying. It's beautiful.
Now he,
So I'm
see?
glad you said
Oh,
yes.
it's beautiful. So I'm glad you said yes. You dumb fuck, I got you, motherfucker. And now he's like, fuck.
Men are supposed to give women the flowers. Like this is, you see
You
how
fucked
this
up.
messed up the,
You
I should have
fucked up
lied.
that
No, it's
Sneako.
good. Now you've got probably more women interested.
No.
She outplayed him.
You think so?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
What
Look,
is wrong with a man wanting to please
Look.
a woman? Especially if she's your main and gives you your peace and spiritually protects you.
no,
can't-
bro, now she's mocking him. Do you see this? But hey, listen, here's the thing. If she's mocking you, but you're attractive, you're still kind of winning, okay? So she's doing it with a smile. She's playful about it. You see? So he's still okay. He's still banging. He's still banging. Look, but that right there, she's kind of mocking him because she feels she's got the power. But she also
so?
wants him.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Look,
What
she's
is
playful
wrong with
though.
a man
so-
wanting to please his woman? Especially if she's your main and gives you your peace and spiritually protects you.
You
Hey,
can't
she's mocking him now. but-
maintain your masculinity and give head to a woman.
Yes, you.
There's
Stop. How does that take away your masculinity? Like, it doesn't even make sense.
Yes,
if
it
I do
does.
like if I'm doing doggy style, I'm hitting it from the back. You're still like do it in the air.
Do
Bro,
what?
Give head, like as a man to a woman. What does it look like?
What do you mean?
You gotta lay on.
dude, is he gonna do the John Zerka line? What if the Hamburglar comes and gets me? He's gonna do it, bro. He's gonna do it.
Here, you put it, and then
He's gonna do it.
I can't recreate
He's
that
gonna
motion
do
right
it.
now and still maintain
Yeah, but you could
masculinity.
do it manly. You could, like,
No,
grab
there's-
her.
there's no man
pull her
in the
to-
way.
Yes, there is. You could pull her to the end of the bed,
And
grab her.
what's your face doing?
Whose?
What's the man's face doing? Even if I'm hoisting
You'd
up
be
here.
on your
On my knees?
knees?
Haram.
What? But no one sees it. It's just me and you, or you and your woman.
God sees it.
The Hamburglar.
He's gonna bring out the
come
girl.
on.
Let her do it.
Bro, John is gonna come in the dude, he doesn't even need to think. John's already got the lines ready, dude. No, what if the Hamburglar comes in and he's gonna try to fuck me? I can't. I gotta be able to fuck him. Bro, John's been training for this.
But it doesn't need to be my tongue. The only reason that she wants it to be my tongue is that she wants a level of power. Garbage. I will bring in a unicorn that loves us both, and she can do.
Buddy, the box
around for
reminds me of
But
a
it's
coffin.
it's just an intimate thing between you and that person. So no one's seeing that. So you ain't got to worry about what other men think, or this is a bad angle for, because men are going to make me look like I'm
It's not.
this, that. Like,
it has nothing to do with it. God
a
is looking
mental.
at you and saying, "Simp."
no, he's not. Listen, I'm telling you now, to all the men that even listen to this, it is the most attractive thing when a man is able to step into his power and even just submit to a woman in the moment. And it's not even
What?
submitting, it's just nice
What?
to please
No,
a
you
woman.
just said
Why wouldn't you
submit.
want to do that?
You just said submit. No.
You picked
I
up.
feel like you would.
You picked up the wrong card.
No, I would be friends.
No.
Oh my god. Eli, how many dead kids were in that box? R.I.P. Dude.
No. Yes.
What? This is what's how are you telling me to click no? Click, press, pick up. Oh my god.
Absolutely not.
But you can.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, so it's okay for you to be friends with your ex and not
Yeah.
me. There's no difference.
Say
You're
bitch.
right.
You can't tell
Like,
me.
you can't tell me no.
I
You,
can't.
you can't tell me what to do.
I'm telling you
I
to not tell
can.
me what to do.
Huh?
Yeah.
No, you can't. You can't speak to. You're not allowed to speak to
See,
other
he
men.
keeps it playful,
And
so he's good.
Did he
He's
say
good.
I was the deluded one? Really?
good.
And you can't. No male friends. No male.
He could be
influences.
better
That's
though, but he's good.
Disgusting.
That's what I'm
Why?
saying.
Why would you want to stay friends
'Cause he
with
keeps
your,
it playful.
your exes?
Why would you want to?
Because it's just she's there. She's still, you know. I can bring her over once in a while, but we're not. I'm still keeping in contact with her.
If it's a genuine
We're
friendship,
gonna do threesomes.
then it's understandable. But I think it depends on the dynamic.
So what are you going to be
I am
doing with your
really
exes? What are you going to be doing with them?
That we just catch up.
Watch.
Catch-
He's gonna say he's gonna be doing threesomes with her. Watch. He's trying to get the power back from the other question. That's what he's gonna do.
Next.
100%.
She is 100% keeping him
100%.
as an option. Everybody watching this knows.
I actually I have an ex that I am not in regular contact, but I do talk to.
About what?
Just we have a catch up. Hey, how's you? How's your mum? How's life? Oh, it's good. Like, glad to see you doing really well. That's it. That's it.
You know what that is? You're keeping each other around as options.
No, definitely not. as
That's
options.
exactly what that is.
It's genuinely not as options. It's just, you know what it is? It's like, genuinely that ex, there's just a lot of love there in the sense of... No, but it's not I love them.
Yeah.
No, but there's love.
Imagine.
Nah, I don't
we
know about that.
It is what it is.
No, don't. You're making me lads.
Bro, how is she gonna say no, but then say there's still love?
Land. Like, there's that
Come
love
on,
in the
dog.
sense of it was like, this was 10 years ago and... Like,
So you still love each other?
no, it's not love. I'm not...
Come
So what is it?
on, dog.
It's just,
you
just,
just
the
said
genuine
it.
care. It's nice. Like,
Care?
yeah.
Care is love. It's the same
You just-
thing.
yeah,
Stop
it's-
lying. You used to share the most intimate parts of your body. Come on.
This person helped me for a hard time.
Right.
So it would be a shame to not be able to like have a conversation or catch up with them for a coffee every once in a while. Just because it's nice to have had that there. But don't get me wrong, moving forward, if there ever came a point where I'm in love with my
Bro.
man and he gave me an ultimatum, of course I'm choosing my man. But I would hope that
No,
my man would trust me.
but if your man dies, here's the thing. If your man dies, right, you're gonna go back to that guy and you're gonna be so sad, and he has that history of having helped you in the past, and he's gonna help you right now when I'm dead. Hell no, bitch. Over my dead body. Over my dead body, that guy's banging you again. Hell no. Bro.
Enough to know what kind of woman that I am, and I wouldn't go back there or with them. Like, once I'm done with you, we're good, like, it's cool.
That ultimatum has to happen with the guy that you're actually in love with, because you are keeping him around as an option.
I'm not. This is, no, don't.
100%.
No, I'm not. Like, genuinely, I'm not. And that's the thing. Like, don't just make your assumptions just because maybe you've experienced and seen it with other women and other people can't hold friendships. But one thing I'm fucking good at is being a good person and having my morals. And I'm a loyal person.
Okay.
So I can't have someone try and
So you're
tell
not
me that I'm one
actively
way.
thinking of it that way, because that's how women are. That's how good they don't think in reality. You're not
Nobody
going to
thinks they're a
actually
bad
think that
person.
this guy's an option. The truth is, he is.
He's not. He's genuinely. It's not what I think. What he is not. He's
Okay.
not. He's got a girlfriend. He's not an option.
Oh,
Right.
come on.
Like, genuinely.
Do you know what
Okay.
you are to him?
Not an option.
An option.
No, I'm not.
Do these attractive?
No. Well, I did at one point, but now, like, this is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like, I could probably say, if you said, "Oh, is he good looking?" I'd probably say, "Yeah," but not for me.
Okay.
Just because.
Why not for you? You still care about
I've
him?
been there, like Joe. Like, I am the type of person, like, when you outgrow.
Yeah, but then women say, well, he changed. Famous female lines. No, he actually changed. He didn't change a bit, bro. He's still the same motherfucker he was. No, he changed. He's gonna change.
Grow a situation. It's like a job. I won't go back there. When you outgrow something, it's just not for you anymore. This is what I'm saying though, like, because of your actions and the way you behave, just because you might sleep with an ex doesn't mean that I would. Like, I'm actually a very trustworthy, loyal person. What would you do if my ex was after you?
After me, how? He wants to fight?
Yeah.
I guess we gotta fight.
Would you fight him? Why did he have to resort to fighting first? Like, have a conversation.
You asked. Bro, you asked. What if my ex is after you? After, like, what? He wants to fight? Yeah. Like, do you want me to murder him? Like, like, what the fuck?
And not everything is violence.
If he's after me and he's But yeah, we have to sort it out.
Dude, if he's after me, he's not gonna stop unless I fucking beat his ass and make sure he never gets to me. That's the truth.
Why can't you just do it for a conversation?
He's after
Oh
me?
yeah, bro, I'll sit down in the conversation and his friend will shoot me in the head. Congratulations, I'm dead now. Hell no, man.
After me doesn't sound like he's after a conversation.
But you could be the person that's like, let's talk.
Oh, come
Okay, I'll try
on.
to talk to him, but if he's really that angry, then it has to go. If it has to go that way, it has to go that way.
Okay, what if he beats you? Would you then?
Guess you
What
guys are
if
back
he-
together.
Like, I'd still
Yes, look at his smile.
You would not respect me the same way anymore. Like maybe we would stay together, but it would never be the same.
Look, she said that she wants a protector. Is he John Wick? It's okay, Eli. You're the black guy from the movie. You're okay from John Wick, bro. You're his friend, bro. You're good, bro. Oh my god. No, if... Dude, she said she wanted a protector. Alright? If her ex-boyfriend beats your ass, you can't protect her from her ex-boyfriend. Right? So now she no longer wants you. She kind of admits to it. She kind of admits to it.
If I had cheated? Really?
Ah, yeah, of course. Of course.
You'd
Why
run
is
away.
this?
That's what I would do.
No.
Yeah. of
What do you
course
mean,
you'd
no
walk
way?
away.
Why is she acting like she's surprised? What did she expect? I don't know if this is performance for the video, but there's only one option. I'm not staying, and you don't want to be with the guy who would stay.
What would you do if I couldn't cook?
Get you some cooking classes and call your mother and say, you failed. You failed on your daughter.
You can't do that.
What is wrong with you?
Did that actually just come out of his mouth? Wow.
But also, you wouldn't need to cook that much. I like eating out a lot.
So I'm guessing your mum's a really good cook.
She's a stupendous cook.
Amazing.
See,
I
he
like
saved
the
it.
idea of being in a monogamous relationship, but
Ugh.
I do actually say to a lot of guys, I'm happy to have an open relationship because I've looked into like the polyamorous community.
Oh, no.
No, I have, and I've said to that. So I will give you an option.
It doesn't work.
When we first start dating, I will give you an option. Do you want to keep this open?
On both ends.
100%.
Ah.
They were saying that. So
Yeah, it doesn't work.
So then-
I tried it. The only reason you're asking for that is because you have a lot of ego and you think that it needs to be fair in every single way.
yeah, it does need to be fair.
It doesn't, because I'm paying for everything. There's double standards. The reason you're asking for an open relationship is because I have an open relationship and you think it needs to be fair, not because you actually have a desire to go sleep with a bunch of random guys. You're afraid to even say your body count right now. If you were just like that willing and liberated to just go sleep with a bunch of dudes, then you would be unhappy and you would have that glazed look in your face. But you don't actually want to do that. You want to be committed to one guy. You want to have that long-term relationship.
It's just about finding the person that you can.
You kind of cooking.
Have you actually tried a polyamorous relationship before?
You kind of cooking.
I have too.
How was that?
It does not work.
I think polyamorous
No, it's
relationships
hard.
can work, but I think also with it, like in reality, it's most likely like
It's hard.
given the option, women actually don't sleep around. We don't want other people. So I feel like if you as the man can control the situation, you hold a lot of power, being able to give energy and time with both women that they both
I would
desire.
be afraid
It's
if
not
I was
having
a
one
hoe too,
favourite.
bro.
It's not having a too high difference in age gap to stop jealousy within the women.
But I want four. I want 4 wives.
So you better control your business then and know how to do it.
Get into it. That's why I need to go on all these trips.
What would you do if I wanted to invite others into our sex life?
Dude, the thing is, the thing why the fucking body count matters is because, like, it signals what type of a person you are. It really does. Like, do I need to be serious or can we play around? That's the truth. Like, that's the truth.
Absolutely not.
Really?
No.
I was trying
it depends. Is
tell
it a
me,
girl?
yeah, obviously.
Could be.
If it's a girl, yes. If it's a guy, oh no.
30.
I tried it before.
Yeah, oh, really? Yeah, I've heard. I saw
I
a
went to a swinger party like in
Oh,
a
bro,
previous
why is he
relationship, trying to
talking
make
about
because I listened to this like, yeah, well, it needs to be fair. No,
So you watched someone else?
I swapped with a couple.
You swapped with a couple?
Yeah.
So that would be, what's that, like a cuckold?
No.
Yeah, well, I swapped with a couple and I didn't like the other girl. It's just, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. And seeing how like that's the number one thing that people will.
No, bro. Why did he just fucking say yeah? Why did he take the bullet? Bro, she shot him and she's smiling and he took it like
So
a
that would be what's
bitch.
that, like a cuckold?
Like a cuckold, and she laughs. No, that's a different thing. Everybody dunks on him for being a cook. Technically, a cook is a different thing. A cook is a guy who enjoys watching his wife get piped. Swapping isn't a cook, but it's an easy way to dunk on people who swap. He just took that one, bro.
Yeah, well, I swapped with a couple and I didn't like the other girl.
You
It's
didn't
just,
need
it
to.
doesn't work. It doesn't work. And seeing how like that's the number one thing that
Bro.
people will always criticize.
Even libs dunk on you for being a cook. But it's not a cook. It's not a true cook, bro. It's cook adjacent. It's cook adjacent, but it's not a true cook. You know what I mean?
Me for. Isn't that proof enough in the pudding? If that's like something that people will make fun of you for, and
I wouldn't
that's
do
like
it,
the every single video that people use to cancel me, they always bring that up. That's proof. Even the liberal people, and that's kind of accepted
That's
in that
what he's saying.
ideology, they'll use that to shame me.
Yeah.
Clearly,
That's
it
what he's
doesn't work.
saying.
Nobody will shame me. I've had multiple girlfriends. I have multiple girlfriends. Nobody will be like, this guy has multiple girlfriends, because that's a respected man. A humiliated man is a guy who's sharing his girl.
No, he's definitely lying. I'm telling you, cuckold.
Dude.
And there's nothing wrong with that. It's
He's so right.
no, he's definitely lying. I'm telling you, cuckold.
She's smiling and everything, like she just dunked on him. And then she goes, nothing wrong with that. Kind of like how I go on shows that I destroy somebody and then I give them a smile and I'm like, ah, bro.
And there's nothing wrong with that. It's an alright fetish to have.
Do you have any fetishes?
It's not a fetish. I think I appreciate feet.
Listen, she appreciates feet. She likes being stepped on the face. I know this for a fact.
I think they're nice.
Feet?
I like looking at people's feet because I think they're nice.
I did not think you were going to lead with feet.
I like...
Choking.
Ew, you
I
suck
like
toes?
No, I don't
Choking.
suck toes.
You
I'm
suck
saying.
the toe.
No,
100%
For
choking.
fetish?
Choking, 100%.
That was a freaky answer.
I wouldn't say it's a fetish. It's more of a fantasy. So I used to like be into vampires and stuff.
The
to, like,
neck.
roleplay
Oh my
as a
god.
vampire.
You like biting and stuff?
Yeah, she
Firstly,
does.
if you do roleplay,
Yeah,
you
she
have
does.
to go.
Oh,
full
Yeah, she
roleplay,
does.
whatever it
Yeah,
is.
she does.
Vampire? She's weird, but that's my kind of weird. But I know these
she
types of
does.
girls, you're going to leave with a bunch of scars, and it's going to be a war when you
She
go in
likes
there.
the neck
Right.
biting,
What would you
bro.
do if I earned more money than you?
Did we start
You
the
don't,
relationship
but-
that way?
Yeah.
We wouldn't be in a relationship.
If we didn't start the relationship that way.
And then you got a raise, and then you started making a lot more. Guess I got to get a raise too.
Yeah.
I wouldn't let that happen. I would have to, because if a woman makes more than her man, then she ends up belittling him, and I don't want. I actively.
Listen, Sneako, I'm not gonna lie, bro. She's not even your woman yet, and she's already belittling you, bro. She doesn't make more money than you, and she's already calling you a cook, smiling, and then getting away with it by saying, there's nothing wrong with it, by the way. It's kind of like when a girl goes, oh my god, that girl's such a fat fuck, and then she starts laughing. Oh my god, I love the way your dress looks.
Can't be emasculated.
Bro.
So the ego comes and pushes through, so you earn more.
Always.
The male ego is important, though. There's a common theme from feminists
Ego
now that
matters,
they're like,
yeah.
the male ego is a bad thing, and I need to
I
be
don't
equal.
think it is, by the way. I don't think it is. Like, you need ego to step into certain situations. It's just...
Yeah, the male ego is a really important thing to keep the world going forward. It doesn't have to be toxic masculinity. That's what creates society. That's what makes buildings taller. That's the reason that countries exist, and that's why
Yeah.
people innovate and people.
Bro, ego is what, when people tell you, hey man, you can't make the building taller. Oh really? Watch me, motherfucker. Hey man, you can't do that faster. Oh really? Watch me, motherfucker. That's what ego does. Ego is incredibly important to push everything. You don't want the ego death. A lot of people will tell you, oh my god, you should do shrooms for ego death. Hell no, bro. Avoid that shit. Avoid ego death. It's not a good path to go down. You have to pick up the pieces again, and it takes you years, man. Years to get that shit back. Nah, don't let that shit go.
People create new things is in competition, and competition needs ego to thrive.
Yep.
What would you do if I couldn't come?
Oof.
Better use that
I'd
mouth,
break a
babe.
sweat. No, not. Yeah, I gotta start breaking a sweat. Go round 4, round 5.
No, listen. John would give her the perfect answer, dude. John would tell her it's her fault. She doesn't know herself, it's her fault. And also, it's because she needs the mental connection.
We got to get there. It's a mental thing, so I got to figure out what I'm not tapping into mentally to make you feel comfortable enough to let loose and just forget about everything and just be in the
mental
moment.
thing.
And if I can't get you there, then I'm doing something
I
wrong.
wouldn't
It's my
know.
fault.
It's a
you
mental
think?
thing,
It
bro.
is.
I like that.
It's
I'm
always
like, take notes with that one.
But also, the
See?
female orgasm is not that important. Just serves no.
With that one.
Dude, every time she gives him flowers, he just destroys them every time.
But also, the female orgasm is not that important. Just serves no purpose.
This is what I'm saying. Every time I'm like, oh my
Based.
god, yes,
It's a
he's
complete
right.
waste of time.
Like, all Sneako cares about is what everyone else thinks. Because look, I feel like deep down he really wants to please a woman, but his ego won't allow it. So look, genuinely, if you really was like, yeah, women, them come in, everything like that, I was actually thinking you might be one of my favorite people on here. But now I'm just like,
See?
no.
It's
If
funny
you
though
don't-
how you talk about the male ego. The only reason that I would have the dedication to make you come is because of my ego.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. But
So now you like the male ego.
No, I like, yeah. It's,
When you
when,
get
when
some-
it's about
She likes some
Right. When it's about
aspect.
me
you.
having an orgasm,
Pretty
then
egotistical.
100% I care
Well,
about
do what
my
happens.
ego.
Right.
Make me come.
She's got a massive ego, this girl. It's going to be a lot to tame. I think it's still tameable. Maybe I'm simping by saying that, but somebody can come in and fix this woman. But it doesn't. You coming doesn't matter at all.
Yes, it does matter.
No. If you are completely in love with me, then you would just come off the.
Bro, he should have, if he really wants to bang her, how about we find out if it does matter or not? You know, give her a look, give her an up and down. Well, then let's find out. You know, if you'll still be with me after I don't make you come.
The fact that I'm feeling pleasure. When I come, life, creation, purpose. When she comes, she's on my bed sheets and I gotta wash them.
I think deep down, you would be a very great, passionate, intimate lover, but you care too much about what the rest of the world thinks, so you don't want to.
He's playing both sides right now.
Down on them. But I think deep down.
I
you would.
said yeah.
Yeah, but you
everybody
always
in the
go back
show-
on what you say. Like, you say it, and then you think, because you see me smile too much, you're like, you, Cheyenne. Actually, no.
Okay, well, because I'm an honest person and I can't lie. I regret saying it because of your reaction. And this is
So
why.
you didn't want me to smile, so you actually don't want me to be happy.
It's not that I don't want you to be happy. You have to unlock it.
Nah, he's good because he's good looking and shit.
Okay, how do you think the date went?
I enjoyed it.
The same.
See?
I enjoyed it more than I thought I would.
Thought,
to be honest
yeah.
with you. So yeah.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. I'm apprehensive when dates come. You know, you've just got to take it as face value. And so far, you've been alright.
Yeah, I could have made you understand reality a little more, but it's a date.
See,
setting,
he
so.
keeps it playful.
starting to like you. Well,
He keeps it playful and as she
Thank you.
smiles.
I appreciated it.
He's good.
I really enjoyed it.
Listen, he's good, but he could be better. He's good, but there was a moment where he lost the plot and she attacked. Right? And she had the... That's what she meant by she's a little masculine. And then she made fun of him, but he still brought it back.
It flew by. That was 2 hours. It felt like 30 to be
2
honest.
hours?
And a lot of haram behavior.
Oh my
I would
God.
go on another date.
you know what? Like, it was an alright date. Like, we got on. I feel like it was just in the middle. I didn't hate him, but I didn't love him.
I would see her again.
She wants to
Just
know
out of
more.
curiosity, and then probably go back to America.
Oh God, the cheating. And I definitely feel like his ego takes over and he doesn't really say what he really wants to say.
I think there was some good flirting.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. And this is the truth. She's not sure. And she wants to find out. And she intends to find out. And she's going to find out if what he said was true. That's the truth. So he actually did play some good
There was some
mind
good
games.
back and forth. We have a little bit of chemistry, and I almost looked past the body count. I almost started like, oh, you know, maybe I can fix you, which I need to train out of myself. I was realizing that if I am vibing this much with a haram woman, I need some work.
You know what? It might come as a surprise. I probably would see him again.
Ah, that was like
What did I say, bro?
work. I handled the grilling. It was
What did I say?
easy.
No, I definitely grilled him. I thought there was a lot of time.
Easy. He doesn't believe it. He doesn't believe it, but he's faking. Look, it's in his face. Look. Easy. Bro, there was 2 questions where you were getting eaten. You still made it out, but you were getting eaten.
No, I definitely grilled him. I thought there was a lot of times he actually stumbled and was speechless.
Yeah, she did.
I think she's going to go between a 5 and an 8, depending on what she was thinking waiting after the date. If we're being honest, I think that was an 8 for her. I don't know how well she scored other people, but I think I'm gonna get pretty high up on there, optimistically. If I get under a 5, then I put L's in the comment section. Yeah.
Yeah,
To be
she's
fair,
got 8.
I'm gonna say like there was a lot of things that I didn't like about him. I didn't like the fact that he believes in cheating. I also didn't like the fact that he changed his answer, where he was like 1 minute he wanted to say he pleased women, and next he didn't. I feel like that's his ego coming in, and I feel like deep down he could
She
be a
feels
really
like she can
nice,
change him.
boyfriend. You know,
See,
so
deep down.
overall, I'm gonna give him a 7.2.
Alright. 7.2. Okay. Okay. Not bad, not